Okay, for homework 215, I'd like you to copy down these 4 problems and the 3 words to show me that you listened. All right, these problems deal with supplementary. Supplementary are 2 angles. When you plus them, add up to 180 degrees half turn. Complementary is when you add up the 2 angles and it equals a quarter turn, a 90 degree. So supplementary are when you have angles that add up to 180, and then complementary add up to 90. All right, the first word is dodge. Dodge. All right, here we go. To solve these first easy ones, where I have the 180 degree turn, half turn, or the 90 degree turn, you need to know that 80 and 90, 180. So here I go. That 107 plus that x, or that y plus that 107, I could do any of these. I could add y plus 107 equal to 180. I could add 107 to x and equal to 180. I could add z and x equal to 180, even though that wouldn't help me because I don't know. So let's use these two. Let's use that y plus that 107 to equal 180 half turn. Take away 107 from both sides, and it will give you what that angle for y has to be. And I think that is 180 minus 107 is 73. So you know that that angle y is 73 degrees. If I'm asking just for angle x, because these are vertical across from each other, vertical angles always equal. So if that's 73, the angle directly across from it is 73 also. And then another vertical angle, if I have one angle is 107, the angle straight across from it is 107. These are the rules you need to know. Angles straight across from each other are equal. Angles that are right next to each other, like these two, or these two right here, angles right next to each other we call adjacent, are supplementary. So again, vertical angles equal. Adjacent angles right next to each other, supplementary, add up to be 180. All right, for this one, complementary, so I'm going to take that x plus 20 and not set that equal to 180, but 90 instead. Got to be careful. So if I take away 20, that gives me what that angle has to be. So when I add it up to 20, I get 90. Got to be 70 degrees. All right, harder ones now. Here we go. I want you to know that these are vertical. So I'm going to start setting those up. 4x equals 100. Divide by 4. And that gives me what x is. I know that angle is 100. But if I want to know what that number is for x, to plug in there and times to get 100, x is going to be 25. And of course, that angle is not 25 degrees. Nope. That angle, when I plug it in, is 100 degrees. It equals the angle right across from it. But x is 25 to get that to be 100. And now all I got to do is use that to find the y now here. So that y plus 100 equals 180. Take away 100, you'll get that y has to equal 80. So that is the angle of that. Adds up with that 100 to get 180, adds up with this bottom. But know that this z, z is not 80. You know that that z and that 80 are vertical, so you set those up like this. 2z equal to 80. So if you divide by 2, the only answer that gives you that z, which I'm looking for, to get 80, z would have to be 40. And again, that angle is not 40. That angle is 80 degrees. But that value for z to plug in there and times to get 80 is 40. So just know that. Again, look, all those angles add up to 180. All those angles across from each other equal. But just be careful. Know the difference between the angles themselves for these harder ones or when you're just solving for variables used to get the angle. All right, last one. These two are complementary, so a little bit different of a problem. I'm going to add these up equal to 90. I'm going to have to combine like terms, and that all equals 90. I'm going to combine these x's, and then I'm going to combine the plain numbers. So here I go. That gives me 5x plus 30. Take away that 30 on both sides. Gives me 5x equals 60. Divide by 5. And that gives you x equals, I think that is 15. 60 divided by 5 is 15. Oh, sorry. 60 divided by 5 is 12. So that's the answer for x. If I want to know those angles, I got to take that 12 and plug it in to at least one of them to do the math. And then, of course, I could use that one from 90 to find the other one. So if I plug in x is 12, that gives me 48 plus 10. That gives me 58 degrees. Knowing that the other angle, I can either take 90 away from 58 or take 58 away from 90. I could do it that way, or I could just take that 12 and plug it right there and add. So either way, 90 minus 58, that angle has to equal 32 degrees. And I, of course, could have got that same angle by plugging in 12 for x and adding it to 20. All right, hopefully you got this down. Hopefully it's making sense. The third word is diligence. Diligence. If I did not say a second word, let's say a second word right now. Hopefully you heard the first one. I just said the third one. Here's the second one just in case. We're going to say puppy, of course. All right. Good luck.